Hello.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Rohi.
Alaikum salam, Christian Prince. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, very good, very good. I'm glad that you are online, and somebody told me that you want to call me. Actually, we are live on air, and we have a topic which is who is Allah? Can you please, like you are a person who have a PhD? And by the way, and the other day, some Muslims they keep saying, "How this guy he have a PhD?" I mean, some Muslims they are saying you don't have a PhD. What do you think of that?
What's it, Allah?
Some
You
Muslims,
ask about Allah and
yeah, who is Allah? The topic is who's Allah?
yes.
Who's Allah?
Just a minute, please.
All
Just
right.
a minute.
So guys, please invite your friends. We have Dr. Rohi with us live on air, as you see. And Dr. Rohi, he is a person who have a PhD from Azhar University, which is the highest Islamic school, which supposedly he have a lot better education than mine. You know, for me, I have a bachelor degree only in Islamic law. Dr. Rohi have a PhD, and you can tell there's a big difference, right? So we expect a high knowledge from high educated person. All right, Dr. Rohi, are you there?
Okay, yes. I am tired tonight, but my friend told me to debate with you, so I will debate because you are a respect person, and I like to debate with you, my friend.
Thank you, Dr. Rohi. You're welcome, and I'm happy to have you with us today. And anytime you feel that you are tired, you need to go, please just say so, and you will be your way to bed. I understand. So who is Allah?
Thank you.
So who is Allah, Dr. Rohi? People are listening.
Is my voice clear now?
Yes, your voice is good. Your voice is good.
Yes, thank you. Name of Allah took from Ali Hashay. Ali Hashay, it means he worshipped him. Then this name was given to God only. Look, the most great king didn't dare to be called himself Allah. This name.
Say again. So what? The Greek king?
I said the most great king didn't dare to be called himself Allah. Name of Allah took from Ali Hashay. It means he worshipped him.
And where you get this from? I mean, Ali Hashay, which worship something. So you are saying that Allah is not a name. Allah is just a word being worship something.
No. This name was known to Arab before Islam, but we don't know the first person who said this name. But we can saying that name of Allah is Arabic translation to four Hebrews word Elohim, which it means God, and the word Elohim took from verb Allah or Ilya in Hebrew.
So okay, so the original of the word Allah, is it Arabic or Hebrew?
It is from Arabic, it is in Hebrew.
So, but you are saying nobody knows who is the first one who used that name, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And yes. How, as long as you do not know who is the first one who used this name, how you know that was an Arab? If you do not know him, if you do not know the history, you do not know the date, you do not know the person, how you know that the first one who used it is an Arab?
It is in the dictionary of all dictionary in Arabic.
There's no dictionary. All the dictionary are guessing about what Allah, because simply there's no definition. Nobody can, like you. Like now, if this is what the dictionary said, here we go, we refute the dictionary, because in order to tell me I am a dictionary and I'm going to teach you about a language, you have to tell me where you get this from, the roots of it. And then what you say to me, that there's a guy, he is the first one who used that word Allah, and we do not know who is he. So how dictionary can come to a conclusion like this? A dictionary is made by a man like you and me.
Yes, the dictionary Arabic it is rich for the root of the word. آلهة الشيء
No, my
آلهة
friend,
الشيء.
this is false. The word ilah have nothing to do with alih shay. The word ilah, first of all, is not even an Arabic word. It is coming from the word al or el. In the ancient Aramaic, they used to use one the same as the Hebrew. When they speak about God, they add al in the beginning of the word or at the end of the word. In the new Hebrew, they changed the al from al to el. So now they say Elohim. So El is a word meaning God. It's not a name of a God, but you as a Muslim, you consider Allah as a name, not as a word meaning God, not worshiping something. And you just said to me that the origin of this thing, that somebody he said he worshipped something, and this is Ali Hashay, which means Allah. So Allah is worshipping something. So you Muslims, you worship something, but you do not know what is that thing, because the second you say something, it means it's unknown.
Yes, الله يعني اسم الجلالة هو أنا كما قلت اشتق from آلهة الشيء يعني عبده ثم يعني then أطلق هذا على الخالق, then it
No
means
problem,
he worship him.
my friend. You said you keep repeating the same thing, saying Ali Hashay worship something. So your God Allah is something. How you worship something which is unknown? Because something is mean it's something is unknown. It's something. You see, when I say I know what I'm talking about, like even in Arabic, in same in English. You know, in English they put the word the before the name, and that will make it known. In Arabic we add the two letters al, right, and that will make it known. Al ta'rif. So here you are saying to me that Ali Hashay is worshiping something, and you as a Muslim worshiping something, but you do not know what is that something. And this is the question. We go back to zero. What is that something you worship? Who is Allah?
I said I don't know who the first person who called this name Allah, but it is this is a proof that this name is the true name for Allah. Why? Because now look at Lord or God in English or خداوند in Paris in يعني في الفارسي أو أولهيم بالعبرية أو ديو in French أو ديفينيتا
My friend,
مثلا
Elohim is not a
أو
name.
دوس.
Elohim is not a name of God. Elohim is a word meaning gods, actually, not God. So our God's name is not Elohim. This is not a name. So I'm asking you now, you Muslim, you consider Allah as a name, not just a word meaning God. And now you are telling me that Allah is coming from saying worshiping something. And I repeat myself again. And I know when I'm going to get the answer. That thing you say, you call it something. Allah is something. How in the world we worship something, and which means we do not know who is Allah, you do not know. And all this circle now, you are trying to give me definition about Allah, but you do not know who is the one who named it and why he named it and what it says about, and how you know that is what he meant. There's no proof. Secondly, Allah is not one word. It is Al and Lah. Al is a word meaning God in the old Aramaic and the ancient Hebrew. Al Lah, this is God. Lah. So your God name, the true name of your God is La, not Allah. This is why if you go to the Quran, chapter 1, verse number 1, and chapter 1, verse number 2, it says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbul Alamin. What happened to Allah? It says became Lillah. Lillah. So what is the name of your God? Is La. So now your God now is clear, and this Quran, don't tell me Quran is wrong. Quran, you cannot take letters out of the name, because names, they are names. We cannot change them. We cannot take letters from them. The second we take letters, it means those letters are addition. This is why in the chapter 1, verse number 2, when it says Alhamdulillah, the al is taken off. Li in Arabic, and you know very well, mean two. So Alhamdu, thanks. Li lah. That means your God name is La. Now you gave me a definition, nobody heard of it, and have nothing to do with the truth. And I'm asking you again and again, who is La?
Look, my friend, you have mystic. Why? And this is not al-ta'rif in Allah, but it is just the letter يعني similarly with آلة تعريف such as as in word English such as جمع، يعني يكون جمع لكنها ليست الجمع. يعني هنا تتشابه آلة تعريف مع الله لكنها ليست آلة تعريف. هنا الله لا تبدأ بآلة تعريف، يعني هنا لا تبدأ
Thank you.
الألف واللام.
So why we take it off? Why we take it off? Thank you. This is what I'm saying. Actually, I am not saying it is a tarif. I am saying that al is a word in the ancient Aramaic and the ancient Hebrew mean God. God. Al is not a tarif. Is not. It's not equal to the in English. So al
Yes.
is a word mean God. Thank you very much. So el lah, God lah. So your God name is lah, and the al before it mean God. So now God lah, who is the one who name it lah? You said you do not know. If anyone go right now and search in any website, he will find that in 2 minutes in Google that lah is the name of the moon god.
No, no. Why the lah is the moon god?
Yes, hey,
Why?
this is the truth. You can search right now, Dr. Ruhi. You have a PhD.
Can you prove this in the lah is the moon god?
Yeah, sure. It is very easy. Here we go. Will take me 2 seconds. Here we go. Here we go.
My friend. Even if there
hold on. Hold on.
Yes.
You see,
yes.
People they have a the Christian, they say there's many names use, but there's words is equal to God. So there's Yah, there's Yah, and there's Yah, and there's Al, which means God, and there's Allah, and there's etc. All of them is equal to one thing. Either you mean God when you say Al, or you mean the name of the moon god. Here we go. I just it took me 2 seconds. La is what? La is the moon god, the lunar god. As simple as that. Anyone can go and make a search in 2 seconds, and he will see the answer. It's not like something mysterious. Google there, full of websites. You can search right now. Search for the moon god. What is the moon god? You will see the name of the moon god is La. It's not a secret. So now look, Dr. Rahi. We have a clear proof that La means the moon god, and we prove from chapter 1 verse number 2 that this is the name of your God, Li La. Okay. Now still this will not give me even who is your God, because even this is not my question. Let us say, for the sake of argument, it happened that the name of the God of the Muslims is so the same as the moon god, but it is not. Okay, we will let it go. But who is this God? Still we do not know. Or what you are saying to me, that we as Muslims will worship a God, his name is La, and this is the same name of the moon god, and all religion is based on the moon. We fast by the moon, we break fasting by the moon, we celebrate by the moon, everything in Islam based on the moon. Yet they are not people who worship the moon god. You will say to me the Quran says don't worship the moon. Yes, we are not talking about worshiping the moon. The moon god is not the moon. There's a God who is the God of the moon. If you remember, Dr. Rohi, do you remember the story where your prophet, he said to his cousin, he said, I don't believe in the Lord of An-Najm. Kafartu bi Rabbi An-Najm, in the chapter of An-Najm.
Who said that?
The cousin of Muhammad, the one who was married to his daughter. He said to him, Kafartu bi Rabbi An-Najm. Do you remember
what's the relation?
Okay, who is the Lord of the Najm? Who is the God of the star?
Look, my friend, I answer you about the God, the moon god. Even if there is a worship of the moon in the Arabia, what's the matter of Islam in this worship?
I'm coming with my proofs, my friend. I'm coming with my proofs. I'm asking you. This is why I'm asking about this. What the cousin of Muhammad? What Muhammad he said to his cousin when he said, "I refuse to worship the moon, the God of the stars." Why Muhammad is asking him to worship the God of the stars in the chapter of An-Najm?
What's the relationship with the cousin of Muhammad in the Islam?
The cousin of Muhammad
He
is not the topic. The cousin of Muhammad, I'm just mentioning to you a topic, like a story in the Quran. I'm not talking about this is what is mentioned in the interpretation
okay,
for the Quran.
cousin of Muhammad is disbeliever. He worshipped two idols.
No
But
problem, no
we
problem, no problem. But why Muhammad is asking him to worship the god of the star?
look, my friend. Islam is a clear religion calling for the worship of one God. The
He is the
Holy
god of the
Quran
star.
said
He is the
said
god of the star.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Listen to me, please. The Holy Quran said in chapter 41:37, don't prostrate to the sun or to the moon, but prostrate to Allah who created them.
See, I am the one who told you that. I am the one who told you the Quran
Now,
says don't prostrate to the moon, but we don't.
listen,
But worshiping,
listen, please.
Dr. Ruhi, worshiping the god of the moon is not worshiping the moon. You are not answering. A person who worship the god of the moon, he don't worship the moon. So don't prostrate to the moon. Prostrate to the god of the moon.
Yes, the god
Thank you
of
very
the moon,
much. Who
the
is the
god
god of
of
the
the
moon? Who is the moon? Who is the god of the moon? Allah,
the
correct?
god of the all worlds who created the worlds.
No. Okay, the Quran says. Okay, can you go with me to the chapter of An-Najm, verse number 1? والنجم إذا هوى والنجم إذا هوى ما ضل صاحبكم وما غوى. The cousin of Muhammad, he said to him, the cousin of Muhammad said to him, قال عتبة ابن أبي لهب كفرت برب النجم. Utbah, the son of Abi Lahab, he said, I am a kafir in the Lord of the star. The prophet of Allah, he said to him, aren't you afraid that the dog of Allah will eat you? أما تخاف أن يأكلك كلب الله. Okay, why Muhammad saying that the Lord of the star, he have a dog and he will eat you if you don't believe in him?
I don't know what is the happen in the cousin of Muhammad and the son.
It doesn't matter what happened, my friend, but it doesn't matter. Your prophet is taking old legend that there's the god of the moon, the god of the stars, he have dogs, and if anyone who don't worship him, they will send his dog to eat him. As you see, this is your prophet talking. This is not me, this is not you. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما تخاف أن يأكلك كلب الله؟ قال فخرج في تجارة إلى اليمن فبينما هم قد عرسوا إذ سمعوا etc. The story. So your prophet confirming again that he worshipped the moon god and the god of the stars, and he is forcing people, scaring people to worship that god. I mean, God is not the god of a star, is the god of the whole world. So why Muhammad is upset from the guy who said to him كفرت برب النجم?
Let me set this hadith and insert this hadith, please.
All right.
كفرت برب النجم. in chapter النجم كفرت برب النجم عن عتبة في أنه عن عتبة ابن أبي لهب حين قال إني كفرت برب النجم إذا هوى فقال النبي اللهم سلط عليه كلبك فأخذه الأسد في طريق الشام. I don't know what is the problem with this.
The problem, your prophet is teaching the same as those who worship gods, who they are gods of the stars. They have dogs, they have animals, and if you don't worship them, they will send their animals to eat you. So it's not a coincidence that it happened that your God, his name is La, which is the moon god. Your God have a dog. I mean, why God have a dog? Can you tell me, Dr. Rohi? Was your prophet exaggerating and lying about God having a dog, or he mean it?
رب النجم هو الله رب الأكوان رب العالمين. يعني is the Rabbul Alameen, Lord of the world, Lord of the universe,
Okay, I
Lord
mean,
of
this is not the
all
question.
beings.
Dr. Rohi, wake up with me. Listen, Allah is your God. His name is Lah. You said he is not the moon god. No problem. Why, if a person he says, I am a kafir in the Lord of the star, Muhammad, he get upset and he says to him, aren't you afraid that Allah will send you his dog to eat you? What that have to do with any true belief and any true prophet? Do you really believe that if I don't believe in Allah, Allah will send his dog to eat me? And why he is not sending his dogs to eat me? And why he have a dog?
Because,
Is that because he is the moon god and the moon god have a dog?
no, no, not a moon god.
So who is this God who have a
Uh,
dog? Explain to us, who is this God who have a dog? I thought dogs in Islam are dirty, they are najis.
no, no, no. Dog is meaning of the lion, not mean dog. It
Ah, so
is
your prophet he said dog, he mean lion? I mean, how come? Come on, Dr. Rohi. When I say dog, I mean dog. The dog is a dog. He can say, Muhammad did not say, aren't you afraid the lion will eat you? He did not say that. He said, aren't you afraid the dog of Allah will eat you? And let us go with you. Why Allah have a lion? Allah will send his lion to eat me?
yes. All the creation it is belong to Allah.
No
Lion,
problem, no
dogs,
problem.
all
But how Muhammad he knew that Allah have a dog in heaven? Where did he get this
look in
information
this
from?
in this look. I read from the tafsir. What's it? قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم سلط عليه كلبك فأخذه الأسد في طريق الشام. كل التفسير كده. فأخذه الأسد في طريق الشام.
Okay.
The lion took him in the way of the
So your
Sham.
prophet he prayed for Allah dog to eat him. He prayed to Allah to send his dog to eat him, but a lion he ate him. That's mean your prophet prayer did not work. Look what he said.
Yes.
You are the one who said that. You said your prophet he said he prayed to Allah to send his dog to eat him. Question, first of all, how Muhammad he knew that Allah have a dog? How he knew that he, Allah, is a God who have dogs and he can send them to eat people? And secondly, the guy was not eaten by a dog, he was eaten by a lion, according to the story. So the prayer of your prophet did not work, because he did not say Allah sent him a lion to eat him. He said send him a dog to eat him.
All creation belongs to Allah. Creating
My friend,
beings.
okay. You see, you are not listening. Okay, let us go back to zero. Who is Allah? Don't give me name now. Forget about the name. Obviously, the name you just admitted that Allah is a word, means something, worship means something. So the name will lead us to nothing. And you said the first one who used that name, nobody knows who is he. Thank you very much. Now, who is Allah?
Allah is Lord of the worlds.
But this is not an answer. Anyone, all those who have religion, they believe their God is the Lord of the world. Who is Allah? Do you know who's Allah? You do not know. So you are making us giving us a definition that he is the Lord of the world, but there's no proof that he is. And do you know that how you know he is the Lord of the world?
Because he said, I am the Lord of the world.
How you know he said? How you know he said? Muhammad, he never.
In the first chapter in Quran, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Well, thank you very much. The first chapter in the Quran proved that Allah cannot be Lord, because how Allah he say thanks to Allah?
Yes, one of the greatest attribute of the Quran than other books that he focus on Rabbul Alameen, Lord of the all beings.
Dr. Rohi, if you are talking, you are making a speech. Let us say I invited you to our church, and you say, starting introducing yourself, you say, first of all, I want to thank Dr. Rohi for coming. But you are Dr. Rohi. So how Allah he says in the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful, when he is Allah, in the name of Allah? You see, I say in the name of the president or the king or the name of God, for I am not God. This is why I say in the name of the God. But Allah himself, he say in the name of Allah. Obviously he is not the one is talking here. He cannot be Allah. This is the author of the Quran fabricating stories, speaking as he is, speaking in the name of God, but he forgot to switch the personality. So in the name of Allah, the most gracious, praise be to Allah, Allah saying praise be to Allah. And then he says Allah most gracious, most merciful. He just said that already here. Why he's repeating himself? And then he says show us the straight way. Allah is saying show us the straight way. How Allah he say that? This is obviously a prayer made by Muhammad, put it in the Quran, and you Muslims took it and you claim that this is coming from Allah. But until now you do not tell me who is Allah. All what you are saying to me, he is the Lord of the world, but nobody knows who this guy. Did your prophet spoke to Allah? Did he speak to Allah? No. Did he see Allah? No. Have you ever heard his voice? No. So where this is all coming from? There's no proof. The man who gave you the message, he never heard Allah, he never saw Allah, he never witnessed to Allah. So how we will know that there is a God, his name is Allah? And when I asked you what Allah is, you said to me there's an Arab guy exists long time before, and he said worship something, and that is Allah. This is what Allah is for you. Worship something. Thank you. So you Muslim worship something. Nice to meet you. So who is Allah? Nothing. You all what we get from you, Dr. Rohi, with my respect to you, that you Muslim do not know who is Allah.
No. Allah is sent a book to us, and he proved that he is sent the book.
How he proved? How he proved? By saying that man have a sperm coming from the backbone. Is that a proof? By saying that sperm coming from the ribs of the women. Have you ever heard of a woman have a sperm and the sperm coming from her ribs?
Yes, it is.
What do you mean, yes? What yes? Women have a sperm?
Yes.
Where do you get it from? Where do you get from that women they have a sperm and their sperm is coming from their ribs?
Look, now Allah said فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق من ماء دافق يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب إنه على رجعه لقادر يوم تبلى السرائر فما له من قوة ولا ناصر.
Right.
What does this mean? Okay. So I translate this this verse. The slave man observed ejected emerging from between the backbone and the ribs.
Right.
Indeed, Allah is to return him to life is able. The day when secrets will be put on trial, then man will have no power or any helper. This is now look at this verse. You are said that the semen coming from backbone and the ribs, but coming from testes. So it is a mistake. It is a mistake. The verse not talking about the semen, but talking about the human, because the speech from the first was about the beginning of the human creation. The end of this world, then return the man to life once again.
Of who, Dr. Rohi? When we speak about something, please give me a reference. All the reference speak that the gushing fluid is the sperm of the man and the sperm of the women. Do you agree or no? All the interpretation says that.
No.
Okay, give me the interpretation you are reading.
يعود ضمير يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب إلى الإنسان ولا يعود إلى الماء الدافق.
Okay. Who is the one agree with you, my friend? Who is the interpretation you are reading for me from? Is that Ibn Kathir? Is that Al-Qurtubi? Is that Al-Jalalain? I have them all in front of me, and they are saying the opposite from what you are saying. The ma'un dafiq, it's a gushing fluid, and we can explain it from the hadith. Do you want me to show you that your prophet he explained that verse?
Yes. So the verb أنا قلت the verb coming from ascribe to the man and don't ascribe to the semen. Why? So what is the meaning of coming from between the backbone and the ribs? The meaning of the first in Holy Quran يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب emerging from between the backbone and the ribs is long immigration
My
beginning
friend,
when
let us make it short. Let us make it short. Give me one interpretation agree with you.
Ibn Abbas said that.
Okay, Ibn Abbas, here we
Said
go.
that.
Let us go to Ibn Abbas, my friend. Let us go to Ibn Abbas. Here we go. It's in front of us, no problem. It issued between the lions of the man and the ribs of the women. What is that? Let us go to verse number 6. Ibn Abbas is in front of me. Allah then explained, saying, He is created from gushing fluid into the womb of the women. Here we go. This is Ibn Abbas, your choice. So it's a gushing fluid go inside the womb of the women. What is the gushing fluid coming from the man going inside the womb of the women? You said something to me different from what it says in front of me. You said totally different story. You said it's not about sperm, and obviously it's about sperm. It's about a gushing fluid. It's not just a normal fluid, it's a gushing fluid, and obviously this is when a man have orgasm. So it's a gushing fluid go into the womb of the women, and then in verse number 7 confirm that women have a fluid too, and that the fluid is coming from her ribs. So this is Ibn Abbas, your choice, proving you wrong. What you say?
Now I open the tafsir.
The tafsir in front of me in the screen. People, they can read it in English too. And this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan.
هنا يقول في تفسير النكت والعيون يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب فيه قولان أحدهما من بين الصلب والترائب من بين صلب الرجل وترائبه من بين صلب الرجل وترائبه قاله الحسن وقتادة. هذا هو القول
Translate,
الأول.
please translate so people they can understand.
Okay.
So there's a gushing fluid, correct me if I'm wrong, according to what you said, gushing fluid coming from between the backbone of the man and the ribs of the man, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
What is the gushing fluid come from between the backbone and the ribs of the man? What kind of God he says that the sperm of the man is coming from the backbone, between the backbone and the ribs of the man, according to you? This is what you said. This is the opinion of Qatada. Okay, we went with the opinion of Qatada, but this is horrible. What kind of God he says such a thing? What the sperm of the man have to do with the ribs of the man?
Look, I said the semen not coming from backbone and the ribs, but coming from testis. Okay.
Where it says that? Where it says that? The Quran says the opposite, my friend. It says يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب. Let us analyze the words. What is a صلب? Is the backbone, correct? الصلب is the backbone.
Yes, الصلب هو الظهر أو backbone.
All right. So الصلب, let us get conclusion now. الصلب here is the backbone. الترائب is the ribs of the women. Is that correct?
Now I said to in Arabic, then I translate the verse, okay, the chapter.
Okay.
الحديث في الآيات السابقة عن بدء خلق الإنسان ثم إرجاعه حيا، الضمير له عندما قال فما له من قوة ولا ناصر لا يستقيم إذا أرجعناه إلى الماء الدافق، إنما إلى الإنسان. كلمة على رجعه إنه على رجعه لقادر تعود إلى الإنسان. الإرجاع يعني يعود الإنسان إلى حيا للحساب، لأن الله يقول يوم تبلى السرائر فما له من قوة ولا نصر. إذن الآيات فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق من ماء دافق يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب لا تعود على المني، لأنه قال بعدها إنه على رجعه لقادر.
You are not giving me proof. I ask you, where is the proof? You said Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas say the opposite. Give me a proof. Until now, what you are saying to me, you are just going around in a circle. You are saying nothing to me. And let me show you what your prophet said. Your prophet said that the women have a gushing fluid too. When a woman, her name Salim, she came to Muhammad and said to him that she saw a wet dream. She was horny at night and she have orgasm. and she came to the Prophet and she said to him, should I wash? I saw a wet dream. The wife of Muhammad, Salama, sorry, Zainab, she said to Muhammad, do women have sorry, Salama, she said, do women have sperm, the discharge? He said yes, otherwise how the baby resemble the mother? So your prophet claim that women, they have a sexual fluid, and because of that the baby resembled the mother. So you are saying to me you have God, and the God he proved himself in the Quran, and Muhammad is the proof, and whatever Muhammad he say is a true. And here we go, Muhammad he claimed that there is a sexual fluid coming out of the women, and this is the discharge of the women, and because of this discharge the baby resembled the mother. Is that accurate, my friend?
Uh,
Do you want to read
now,
for you, do you want to read for you the hadith in Arabic so you can get it better? قالت يا رسول الله إن الله لا يستحي من الحق هل على المرأة غسل إذا احتلمت؟ قال نعم إذا رأت الماء. فضحكت سلمة فقالت أتحترم المرأة؟ فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فبما شبه الولد. So your prophet confirmed what is written in the Quran, that women, they have sexual fluid, it is gushing out, discharge, and even Muhammad in different hadith he described it as yellow and thin, and the water of the man as thick and white. So why are you going around in a circle saying the Quran doesn't say that, when your prophet he confirmed that? Are you saying your prophet getting the information wrong and he's wrong?
I don't know if this hadith is correct or
my
not.
friend, this is Sahih Bukhari and this is Sahih hadith. Dr. Rohi,
yes, but
Dr. Rohi, be careful. You are a person who have a PhD. Last time you said to me this hadith is weak. You went 2 weeks after you came back and you said to me it was correct. Correct? You remember? And you know, I will not say to you it is correct unless it's correct, and you know that. I am speaking to someone educated, he have a PhD in Islam, and not to a kid in the street. So this is Sahih Bukhari, hadith number 6091, and I can give you tons of hadith the same, and all of them are correct. So now, was Muhammad wrong?
No, not wrong. What?
Okay.
But I said, what's the real meaning of this hadith? Not
the meaning is so clear. The meaning is so clear. Muhammad is saying why women, how the baby resemble the mother, because simply the women, she have orgasm, and that is the water coming out of her vagina, as simple as that. So do we need really like a scholar to give interpretation for this? Anyway, we can go to the scholars. We can go right now to any scholars and any, you know, Ibn Kathir. We can go to Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, whatever you want. All of them agree that this is the case.
In the ancient time, there is no science and no how the baby come. It is
so
as
Muhammad,
we see.
So you are saying Muhammad, because he was ignorant, he do not know.
No. Look, now when I said, now when the Bible said, now look at the stage of fetal creation in the Bible in Job. Hast thou not poured me out as milk and curdled me like cheese? Thou last clothest me with the skin and the flesh, and hast fancied me with
your prophet he copied
bones
that,
and
and your prophet he copied that, he put it in the Quran, but because he is copying, he is not the original author, he make it messed up, and this has nothing to do with our topic. Here you will see that your prophet, he is speaking about women have gushing fluid. The interpretation in front of me, it says it clearly that women have gushing fluid. Okay, let me ask you, when Muhammad he said here that this women, she have a sexual discharge, and he said this is why the baby resembled the mother, Muhammad is saying that based on what?
Please listen to me now. As the first in Bible, ألم تصبني كاللبن وخثرتني كالجبن
My friend,
كسوتني
my
جلدا
friend,
ولحما
my friend, my
فنسجتني
friend, my
بعظام
friend,
أخرى.
my friend, what does have to do with the ribs of the women and the backbone of the man? Does it say there that God, he made us from
Please,
backbone?
please, my friend, listen to
You
me.
are taking
Listen
me
to
out
me.
of the topic. We can talk about
No,
this
no,
after we
no,
finish
no,
this.
no, no.
That if there is a mistake in that verse. Why you are mentioning that verse to me? There's no mistake there. We
I
are
want
talking about something
to.
different, Dr. Rohi. I want an answer. Why in the world your God and your prophet both they think women they have gushing fluid and that fluid make the baby look like them, and that gushing fluid is coming from the ribs. I have all the interpretation in front of me. All of them they consist and they say that the ribs of the women at Taraib is the ribs of the women.
The first chapter of Quran in Surah At-Tariq is clear that he ماذا يقول فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق من ماء دافق يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب نات ماء دافق إنه على رجعه لقادر يوم تبلى السرائر إنه الإنسان. So I translate, let man observe from what he was created. He was created from a fluid ejected, emerging from between the backbone and the ribs. Indeed, Allah is to return him to life is able.
So
The day when secrets will be put on to
so
him.
you just said that your God, he said, you repeat the same thing, that you are created from ejected fluid, ejected from where to where, Mr. Roy?
Ejected from where?
Yeah, from where to where? Ejected, because ejected mean it's a gushing fluid. It's a fluid is motion is in a motion. It's moving non-stop. So it's a gushing fluid, which means it's moving fast from point A to point B. Where this gushing fluid moving from where to where?
The first is talking about man, not talking about semen. The first not talking about the semen, talking about the human, because the speech
with you?
from the
Who agree
first
with you?
was
No,
about
my friend. That it's the human. Yes, it's about the human, but the human is created from gushing fluid, ejected. You are the one who said that a second ago. Look at the man. Why the man don't look how he was created? He was created from gushing fluid. From what? Gushing fluid ejected. Okay. What is the gushing fluid ejected, which is the man created with? Tell me. I'm listening.
I know, I see. Look at the verse carefully. Look at the verse carefully. It is talking about the human, not talking about the fluid.
My friend, for sure, it's talking
semen.
about the human. The human, how he was created from gushing fluid. What is the gushing fluid? Explain to us. What is the gushing fluid?
يخرج.
No. What is the
Look,
gushing fluid? Before,
يخرج.
don't go to. Let us take it one by one, because obviously, it doesn't matter how high the person I'm speaking to with education. Still, I have to do the same procedure always. We have to move step by step, slowly. What is the gushing fluid we are talking about? It's fluid and it's gushing. What is that gushing fluid?
Okay, look, I will make a start now and return. Please
All right,
wait me, please.
no problem. Take care.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You see, it doesn't matter. You speak to a kid, you speak to an adult, it's the same. It's the same. You speak to a person who have a PhD or a person of high school, it's the same. They will not say, they will not answer, they will not give an answer. So who is Allah? We learned today from somebody who have a PhD that where Allah is something. I mean, thank you very much. And each time we go in a hot position, either he say he have to go back, he have to go to sleep, I will contact you next week, or I have to restart. Now what he will do, he will go and research and Google, see to what he can do. Who's next? Who's next? And I mean, by the way, speaking to Muslims is very frustrating because you know that they are playing games. He knew, I knew. It's a game. It's like it's not. We are not debating. Honest to God, we are not debating. There's no debate in this debate. It is a game. How I can cover up. This is what he is doing. How I can cover up the problem. The question is even not about this. We're trying to find out who is Allah. They do not know. Who is Allah? Allah, he said he is the Lord of the world. Oh, this is what it says in the Lord of the Ring too. How I can follow a God? I have no idea who is he. I hope Dr. He will call me back again. Let us hope. He will contact some of his Sheikh in Azhar University. He says, what you will say to this guy now? My voice is broken. Is my voice is good? Do we have any Muslim? As you see in front of you, Muhammad, he described that the water of the women is thin. Muhammad is expert. Muhammad is expert in sex. What I can say, I mean, this guy, he slept with a lot of women. The messenger of Allah said, the man water is thick and white, and the women water is thin and yellow. By the way, women, why you have a water it is yellow? I mean, can't you use filter? Obviously it's not clean. What a joke. This is a prophet of God teaching people that you have a water it is yellow and thin. Hey women, you have water it is yellow and thin, and the man, your water is white and thick. I mean, this is education. And to explain to us what? To explain to us that whichever of them comes first, the child will resemble the parents. I see, I'm going to convert to Islam now. This is science. And this guy playing all this game to me to say to me, oh, the gushing fluid does not mean the sperm. And now, by this is a prophet, we know how each one of you, what happened in the bedroom of his mother. If you are a boy, well, obviously it was your father who have orgasm first. Sorry to tell you, this is what happened. We know it now. This is what happened between my mother and my father. Obviously, my father, he have orgasm first, so the baby webs out the boy. If your mother have orgasm first, the baby will be a girl. This is very scientific, and this here we go. We prove that Muhammad is obviously is the best prophet, and he is Dr. Muhammad. And now we knew why Muslim they worship a God. His name is something. I mean, did you hear him saying we worship a God? His name worship something. Did you hear it? Their God, Allah mean worship something. What is that? And this is why I don't like to have a Muslim guest in my show, because I'm afraid most of you will convert to Islam after you hear the science and the knowledge and how convincing they are. You see, they are so convincing when they speak to somebody who speak no Arabic. He have no knowledge. He do not know what he's talking about. If you have all those requirements, the Muslims will be so happy to jump on you, not to debate you. They will jump, they will challenge you to debate. Look, go YouTube right now. See how many Muslims challenging everybody there, but nobody is challenging me. And the poor me, I stay here for 5 hours, 6 hours. Let us call Dr. Rohi again. Maybe he's back. Hello? 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 Doctor, I hear nothing. Are you there? Dr. Rohi, are you there? I don't know. He answered, but he is not answering. Do you hear me, Dr. Rohi?
Yeah.
All right. So, Dr. Rohi, what is the conclusion now? When your prophet, he said that the gushing fluid, this is the water of the women. Do you agree with him or you don't agree with him? Hello?
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes,
Do
I
you
do.
hear me now?
I do. So, do you agree with your prophet
Yeah,
when he
okay.
said that the women, when she have orgasm, the baby will resemble her? And this is the gushing fluid of the women, which is coming from the ribs. Do you agree with him or not?
I don't know the true meaning of this hadith
My friend, it's
because
the true meaning
not
is very clear. Okay,
as Quran.
Dr. Rohi, do you know the hadith where it says in Arabic? I'll read for you in Arabic, so you don't say I did not get it. أخبرنا إسحاق بن إبراهيم قال أنبأنا عبد حدثنا سعيد عن قتادة عن أنس قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ماء الرجل غليظ أبيض وماء المرأة رقيق أصفر فأيهما سبق كان الشبه. Are you aware of this hadith?
Yes, it is speak about the semen of the man.
So this is
And
about the semen. Thank you very much. So this is about the semen. Okay. But do you agree
semen and
that if the women have orgasm first, the baby will be a girl?
yes, what is the
What is the problem? The
problem in
problem, women
this?
have no semen.
The problem the women have buwaida.
My friend, your prophet, he did not say women she have an egg. He said women she have a thin yellow water, and the egg of the woman, talking about the discharge, the charge come out. This is not internal, this is outside. So he's talking about the water will show up out in her vagina. This is thin and yellow. This is not the egg, so don't mix things up. So here he's talking about whoever comes first, the baby will be the same as the parents, and you agree with that. You said there's no problem with this. So what is the water which is ejaculated of the man is white, thick sperm. What is the water ejaculated of the women? It is yellow and thin. And whoever comes first, the baby will resemble the father or the parents. And you said you agree with this. But anyone who is listening, he knew that this is false. Absolutely false. If the baby is born, when the baby is born, have nothing to do with the who have orgasm first, especially we are talking about the gender. Your prophet saying here that whoever come first, the gender will resemble him. This is absolutely false. What do you say?
So I have a problem in my computer. So
Dr. Rohi, the problem is
do
not
you
in
hear?
your computer. The problem is in hadith. The problem is in the Quran. It's not in the computer. Come on. You are trying to make
No,
excuse. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. It's okay. I understand. You are not the first one who make excuse to go. My friend, that problem is here. Stop saying I need to restart. I have a problem. I know what is the problem. The problem, you do not know what to say. What kind of a prophet
no.
he claimed that he is speaking in the name of God, yet he said that whoever have orgasm first, the baby will resemble the parents. And I'm so upset from my father, by the way. Look, because my father have orgasm first, I look like him. I look scary. I wish my mother she have orgasm first. What kind of knowledge this knowledge is?
Now we talk about the verse of the Quran يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب. Then later we talk about
We
this
are
hadith.
talking
I
about it. We
know.
did not get out. We are not getting out. We are showing you what your prophet explained, that how the baby is created. The baby created by a fluid of the women and the fluid of the man. When your prophet, he said, whoever come first what? Come with the fluid. What is the fluid? He described the fluid. He said the man fluid is thick and white, and the women fluid is thin and yellow. So we are in the same verse, the same topic.
Uh, let me explain this, please. Then we discuss this hadith.
No problem.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Now, يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب. What's this mean? Emerging from between the backbone and the ribs. It is mean that long immigration beginning when the genital seals appearance in the male and the female from the beginning of backbone and the beginning of ribs. Okay. Then ovary migrates to the pelvis beside the womb, and the testis migrates to the scrotum at the moment the human turns into sperm and migrates to ovum after
Dr. Rohi, is that Islamic explanation, or is that Islamic explanation, or is this a science explanation? Give me the Islamic explanation. Do you want me to read for you Ibn Kathir? You're not giving it. You're not
how
going to the
Ibn
topic.
Kathir this?
How Ibn Kathir? What do you mean how Ibn Kathir? Are you saying to me, Dr. Rohi, that because you have a PhD from Azhar University, you know more than Ibn Kathir? Are you claiming that? Are you claiming a knowledge that you have more knowledge than Ibn Kathir? Are you claiming that you have a knowledge more than other scholars?
No, Ibn Kathir not study in a university and
so
study
what
how
does that
the...
mean? What does that mean? You are how you come to the conclusion that this is what the Quran meant? I mean, you need to give me a scholar. You learned and I learned. You see, I am not a person of a PhD like you in Islam, but I studied in Islamic school. I have a degree in Islamic law, and I know how it works. You cannot mention something without mentioning a scholar. You have to prove it with a proved scholar. This is Ibn Kathir, and he speak that this is about the sperm. It's not up to you. All the scholars, they agree that this is about the sperm. So when you say to me this is not about the sperm, you have to prove it. Read with me carefully. This is what Ibn Kathir says. He is created from water gushing forth, meaning the sexual fluid that comes out bursting forth from the man and the women. Do you see it? This is Ibn Kathir. I'll read for you in Arabic. I'm showing it to the people in English. It says, يقول ابن كثير في تفسيره ثم خلقنا النطفة علقة إن الله صير النطفة وهي الماء الدافق الذي يخلق من صلب الرجل وهو ظهره وترائب المرأة وهي عظام صدرها وما بين الترقوة إلى السرة. Do you see it? So all the scholars agree that your prophet, he meant by that a sexual fluid of the women and a sexual fluid of the man. And whoever comes first, as your prophet said in the hadith, he is going to decide the gender of the baby. And this is a sahih hadith, as you see. Everybody can see in the screen. It says that this is sahih hadith. The messenger of Allah said the man water is thick and yellow, and the water and white, and the woman water is thin and yellow. Whichever of them comes first, the child will resemble the parents. So now we have interpretation agree with the hadith, agree with the Quran, Quran agree with the hadith. The picture is perfect. How that can be God?
Ibn Kathir not a holy man. Gee, they just scholars by this science that known in his time.
All the names you mentioned to me, they are not holy men too. But obviously, you choose your cherry. When you want Ibn Kathir is good. When you want you don't, he's not good. Okay, choose for me a person you like. Which interpretation you like me to read for you? Which is going to show you that you are wrong again? Can you choose for me? Which interpretation? Is a Jalalain is good
No,
for
no,
you?
not a Jalalain. The
Who?
Quran. We must study the Quran in
So let us make it simple. You don't want
according
me. You
to
don't want
the
me.
science
You
of
don't
this
want.
time.
You don't. So you don't want any Islamic scholar to explain the Quran, because obviously their explanation will prove Islam to be wrong. So we need to manipulate the Quran today and change the interpretation which is taught for centuries by Muslims,
Yes.
and today we need to update it and change it. So you are saying to me the interpretation of the Quran is a changeable because we discovered that this is wrong. So it was okay to believe this is what. So what about Muhammad saying that? Are you going to say we should say to Muhammad you are wrong? When Muhammad is said,
No.
if the man have orgasm first and the women have or the women have orgasm first, the baby will resemble the parents. Was he wrong?
The Quran not said this. The Quran not said this. But I don't this hadith, the meaning, the true meaning of this hadith, but Quran not say.
What do you mean the Quran
Quran,
not saying? What do you mean the Quran doesn't say that? No, the Quran said that. The Quran mentioned that the man is created from a sperm. Do you want to show you the verse?
yes, the man created from a sperm. What?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So he is created from a sperm, and this is what he's talking about. This is why it says dafiq. Dafiq is a gushing fluid. It's a gushing fluid moving so fast. There's nothing have to do with the baby is gushing fast except the sperm. What is gushing fast? Ejaculated, coming out. What is that?
Let me speak in Arabic, then I translate this.
But let us before you
This.
go, Dr. Rohi, you agree with me that all Muslim scholars agree with me that this is, according to Islamic scholars, it's meant the sperm of the women coming from her ribs and the sperm of the man coming from his backbone. But you come in with a new idea that because today we discover that this is stupid, so now we need to change the interpretation of the Quran.
No, no.
Then you have to give me
My
one
friend.
scholar agree with you. Don't tell me no, no, no. I showed you Ibn Kathir, I can show you Al-Qurtubi, I can show you Al-Tabari, I can show you
The
Jalalain.
first, yes, the first said what the first said من بين الصلب والترائب لم تقل من الصلب والترائب كلمة من
My
بين
friend, a solb is a solb of the man, a taraib and a taraib of. Go to the dictionary. You are the one who mentioned to me dictionary, right? You can open the dictionary right away, and you will see that the word taraib is not just the ribs; it is the location of the necklace of the women. Taraib is not the ribs; it is the location of the necklace of the women. So when you see there is in the chest of the woman, there is a little hole in the top of her chest, and this is where the necklace will stand. That is a taraib. So this must be about women, and this is what all your scholars saying. At taraib is the location of the necklace of the women. We can't play with it. This is Arabic language. If you do not know Arabic very well, you can open the dictionary right now and you can read it.
No, look, my friend. الصلب والظهر لا يقصد بالظهر العمود الفقري فقط. يقصد به الظهر بما يشتمل عليه لأن العمود الفقري يعجز.
My friend, it doesn't say zahar. Doesn't say zahar. It says solb. Solb is the backbone. Is the last bone in the chain. Is not the back. A solb. This is called a solb. Let me teach you something, my friend. A solb is called solb because simply the human being, all his bones can be burned, can be destroyed, except that little bone is very hard and will not be destroyed. This is why it's called a solb. So he is saying to you, it's coming from the between that location and the other location. The first location present the man. This is why even in your culture they say to you that, you know, from the back of his father. They mean the solb because the Quran says that. So يخرج من بين الصلب is coming from between this and that. If you're a scholar, they will say this is for the same body of the man. Even that will be a problem because your God is saying that the sperm of the man is coming from between the ribs of the man and the backbone of the man. How
No,
God can say
he
that?
not,
This is what you're trying to say to me. You're trying to say to me, no, what it's meant here, that this is about that the baby is created from the ribs of the man to the backbone of the man.
not said that. He said it is not من بين. لم تقل من الصلب. Not said from the backbone. Between.
It doesn't matter
We
because
said between.
because it's between two bodies, two human beings. Because the man, he cannot make a baby alone, my friend. Have you ever heard of a man he have sex with himself and he get pregnant? So it is between يخرج من بين what? الصلب of the man and the tribe of the women, the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women. So this is why it says يخرج من بين. Obviously you Muslims speak Arabic, but you don't want to learn Arabic. Min bain cannot be for the man only, because the man alone cannot have babies.
Yes, now said to the look at the in the تفسير البحر المديد يخرج من بين صلب الرجل وترائبه وصلب المرأة وترائبها.
Thank you very much.
هذا هو
So look guys,
وهو
finally you get me something useful now. Dr. Rohi said he chose different interpretation. He says it's coming from between the ribs of the man and the backbone of the man, and the ribs of the women and the backbone of the women. Okay, what comes from the ribs of the women and the backbone of the women? Gushing fluid. Is the egg of the women gushing fluid? Is it a fluid? Is the women egg a fluid? Women, they make one egg. They are not a chicken. It's one egg. It's not a fluid. Fluid is a billions of drops of liquid. This is what the fluid is. We cannot say the egg is a fluid. It is a single egg. Women don't have many eggs. They are not a fish. If somebody says to you that women are fish and they have a fluid of eggs, that is different story. It is one egg and it is not a fluid, and you are the one who repeat the fluid over and over and over.
You don't understand the chapter.
Okay, you know, Dr. Rohi,
the verb
forget
coming
about this.
from
Ascribe
the man and don't ascribe
my friend, you are saying I don't understand. You are saying I don't understand. Look like not only me I don't understand, Ibn Kathir don't understand, Al-Qurtubi don't understand, Al-Tabari don't understand, Al-Jalalain don't understand. So all of us we don't understand, but you understand. When you say to me you don't understand, when you say to me, Dr. Rohi, when you say to me you don't understand, I want you to say to me, look like you and Ibn Kathir and Al-Jalalain and Al-Qurtubi and Al-Tabari and all the scholars don't understand. Say that, because I am not quoting to you what I understand. I'm quoting you what they are saying. Is it this what Ibn Kathir said? Are you willing to say, look like Ibn Kathir and Christian Prince don't understand? Say it. Why nobody of the Islamic scholars accuse Ibn Kathir of fabrication for saying such a thing the Quran does not mean? Why nobody accuse Jalalain? Why nobody accuse Ibn Abbas? You mentioned to me Ibn Abbas, I open Ibn Abbas for you. Ibn Abbas, he says the ribs of the women.
So listen to me.
Let us jump. You see, look like we will not reach agreement in this part. Prove to me still we go back to zero. Let us go back to zero. Prove to me in any way that there is a God, his name is Allah, and who is he? Until now you get me nothing. All what we got is proving that Islam cannot be from the true God because it's giving false information. Allah, he said about himself, I can say about myself, I can say I'm God. You can say that too. But I can say I am the creator of the world. You can say that too, but you have to prove it. What is the proof that Allah is God? There's no proof. As you see, he say things that doesn't make sense. Give me one thing, your God Allah, he said it makes sense. Just one.
What proof you want?
Anything. Proof. Okay, you worship a God, you told me his name is something. We worship something. Thank you very much. So prove to me that this something you worship is exist. How Allah can prove himself to you that he exists? What he did? Muhammad, he have no miracles. The Arab, they keep asking him, why you don't do miracles? How come you don't have miracles? Isn't it true that when the Arab they asked Muhammad for a miracle, Allah he send a verse from Muhammad saying wait and I will wait and tell them to wait and wait with them.
You don't read a wicked and adulterous generation seek after a sign. جيل شرير يطلب آية.
My friend, they are asking because he don't have any, but Jesus he keep making miracles. All the life of Jesus from the beginning to the end is a miracle. Even his birth is a miracle. Here we have a prophet. People they keep asking him to do miracles because he have none.
But يعني
chapter
now,
10 Dr. Rohi, chapter 10 verse number 20, what it says, they say why his Lord don't send miracles on him. They are not asking him to do miracle. They are saying how come this is he claimed to be a prophet, but yet he don't have any miracle. Why his Lord don't send a miracle to him? What he said to them, wait and I will wait with you. What kind of God he said that to them? They say why is not sign, listen Dr. Rohi, read with me carefully. Why is not sign sent down to him from his Lord? Say, who is talking now? Allah. The unseen is only for Allah. What? To know, then wait ye, I too I will wait with you. Allah will wait with you. Who is waiting here, Muhammad or Allah? What kind of answer? Why Allah did not say that about Jesus? Why Jesus he wake the man, he resurrect people from death, he make the blind see, he walk in the water, he created from the mud a bird, he healed the lepers, he healed the disease, he tell you what you had in your houses, and then the people are just waiting for one miracle from Muhammad. And what Allah he said to him, wait and I will wait with you. And we are still waiting.
What Allah said in the Holy Quran about the miracle?
What he said?
He said in chapter Al-Isra 59 وما منعنا أن نرسل بالآيات إلا أن كذب بها الأولون.
Thank you very much.
وآتينا ثمود الناقة مبصرة فظلموا بها وما نرسل بالآيات إلا تخويفا. Nothing prevents us from sending miracles, sign, except that the ancient called them lies.
Dr. Rohi, I am going to hire you to be the best man for the year in Islamic studies. Dr. Rohi chose for us a verse from the Quran saying, look what Allah said about making miracle. We refrain from sending signs. So Allah he refrained from sending signs. Take a note. So you agree that Allah refrained from sending signs? Do you agree with Allah that he really refrained? Is Allah here telling the truth or he is lying? Is
Allah
he
tell the truth?
Okay, so so you agree that he refrained from sending signs. So how he say I refrain from sending signs when you Muslim you say the Quran itself is a miracle? By saying I refrain from sending sign, he made a miracle. The same phrase, it is saying he refrained from making miracles, he is making a miracle. How crazy that is. It's like saying I refrain from cooking when I am cooking live on camera. It's like saying I refrain from drinking when I am drinking. It's like saying I refrain from smoking when I am smoking. So how Allah he say I refrain from making miracle when supposedly the Quran itself is a miracle? That is additional proof that the Quran is nothing and never was a miracle, and it's not a miracle, and the Arab always make fun of it. And now here is the other lie. We refrain from sending miracles. Why? Because former generation they did not believe in them. This is a lie. All the Christians believe in the miracles of Jesus. Most of the Jews converted to Christianity and they believe in the miracles of Jesus and all the prophets. So where is the ones who they are, and what this have to do with sending miracles? There's many people until now don't believe in Jesus, but yet he did miracles. There's many people don't believe in Moses, but yet he did miracles. Since when that God he will strike? Look like your God is a French guy in France. He have a strike every 2 days about going to the train station. Why? Because you don't believe in my miracle. This is not an answer of God, because simply he have no miracles and he have to make an excuse why he is not making miracles. People waiting for Muhammad to do one. So what he say? Oh my God, he refrained because you don't believe in it anyway. Well, let me tell you something, Dr. Rohi. I am a prophet, Christian prince, and the God who sent me to you, if you ask me to do miracle, I will say to you he's refrain because the Muslim don't believe in it. How silly. What do you say?
No, no. What I say? I say there is no connection between miracles and the prophecy, because the prophet is sent by God to guide the people. So what's the connection between the
No,
prophecy
there's a
and
connection.
between
There's a connection. There's a connection. No, no, no. Hold on, hold
split
on.
the sea,
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
split
hold
the
on.
sea? So
Dr. Rohi, look like your PhD is not helping you. Isn't it Allah who
listen,
asked? Isn't it Allah
please,
who asked the
my
Jews?
friend, please.
Isn't it Allah who asked the Jews not to believe in anything unless a prophet he make a sacrifice, and then Allah he send the fire to eat it?
No.
What do you mean no?
Now listen.
What do you mean no? No. You see, I want you to get me busted. What do you mean no?
Please listen to me.
No, I'm listening. What do you mean no? I want you to get me busted. I want to know. I want to know what is the name of the teacher who gave you PhD, because obviously your school, the Azhar University, have nothing to do with knowledge. الذين قالوا إن الله عاهد إلينا ألا نؤمن لرسول حتى يأتينا بقربان تأكله النار قل قد جاءكم رسل من قبل بالبينات. Why you are saying to me no? Chapter 3 verse number 183. They are asking him, saying to him, Allah said to us, we will never believe in any messenger unless he sent to us down a fire to eat a sacrifice we present to him, and if he do, he is a prophet. Do you see it? Why you are saying to me no? They said Allah took our promise. So Allah took what? Our promise. There's a covenant between Allah and those people not to believe in any messenger unless he showed us a sacrifice consumed by the fire from heaven. Say, there come to you messengers before me with the clear signs, and even with that you ask for. Then why you slay them if you speak the truth? So here I go. You said it's not required for a prophet to have a miracle, but your God, he made a covenant with the people, saying don't believe in anyone, otherwise he might be a liar, unless he make a sacrifice, and then I send the fire from the sky and is going to eat it. And this is what happened with the children of Adam. Is that correct? Cain and Abel. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. And this is happened again. And this again happened with who? This is again happened with who? Happened again with Abraham. Is that correct?
No.
What do you mean no?
Look at
didn't
this.
Didn't Allah he send the fire and ate the ram?
No.
What do you mean
look
no? Do you want to show it to you?
Quran,
what do you mean no?
What the Holy Quran said?
No?
What the Holy Quran said?
Don't drive me crazy. When you say to me no, you are forcing me to show everybody that you are not telling the truth. Did Allah send the fire to eat the ram, which is Allah himself he provided to Abraham? Yes or no?
Is the Quran said this?
What are you talking about? So you are saying that this is not true?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. No problem. وَفَدَيْنَاهُ بِذَبْحٍ عَظِيمٍ. Chapter 37 verse 107. What happened to that ram which Allah he sent down to Abraham?
بذبح عظيم. Where the fire that you said the fire?
So you have no idea about where the fire is coming from. You never heard of this before.
Let me read the ayah.
Make it clear. I want you to say, I never heard of a fire came down from the sky and ate the sacrifice of Allah. I want you to say that. Say it.
Yes.
You never heard that before.
I want to read the ayah. الذين قالوا إن الله عهد إلينا ألا نؤمن لرسول حتى يأتينا بقربان تأكله النار قل قد جاءكم رسل من قبلي بالبينات وبالذي قلتم فلما قتلتموهم إن كنتم صادقين. Look at this آية. الذين قالوا إن الله عهد إلينا ألا نؤمن لرسول حتى يأتينا بقربان تأكله النار. They said this. Now look at. I want to translate the آية. لحظة.
Don't worry about translation. People, they can read. I have it in the screen. I have it in the screen. People, they can read it.
So I don't see what
okay.
you...
Well, Allah took our promise not to believe in the messenger unless he showed us a sacrifice consumed by the fire from the heaven. Say, there come to you messengers before me with the clear signs, and even with what you ask for. Why did you slay them if you speak the truth? Okay. Now what?
Those are the said who said surely Allah has enjoined us that we shouldn't believe in any messenger until he brings us an offering which the fire consumes. Say, indeed, there come to you messenger before me with the clear argument and with that which you demand. Why then did you kill them if you are truthful? It is translate Shakir.
So
the translate or the Quran, what he said, قل قد جاءكم رسل من قبلي بالبينات وبالذي قلتم not return to قربان. بالذي قلتم يعني الذي طلبتموه، كل ما طلبتموه، كل الذي طلبوه من قبل.
miracles, yeah.
Yes, okay. not return to قربان
الذي قلتم, my friend, الذي قلتم, they are saying
الذي قلتم قديما.
What they said, what they said here, they said we have a covenant with God that we will not accept any prophet unless he gave a sacrifice and he sent the fire consumed by him from heaven. This is what they said. He's not talking about something they said 10 centuries ago. This is what they are asking for. If you are a prophet, okay, don't do miracles, make a sacrifice. Allah, he made a covenant between us and him that we will not accept anyone to call himself a prophet because he might be a liar unless he make a sacrifice, and God, he sent a fire to prove this is a sign from him that this is a person I choose for you to be a prophet. Just do it. This is not a miracle. You see, they are even asking him a miracle. They are asking him to give a sign which Allah, he required himself. So Allah now, he is agreeing that this is the sign he told them. He didn't say, I didn't say that to you. He didn't say this is a lie. I never said that. Or what he said, yes, I did that, but well, if this is the case, what you want, how come you did not believe in the previous ones? And who are they, the one who did not believe in? And who is the one they slay?
Look at the miracle that the disbeliever asked the prophet to bring it. There is يعني this miracle. وقالوا لن نؤمن لك حتى تفجر لنا من الأرض ينبوعا أو تكون لك جنة من نخيل وعنب فتفجر الأنهار خلالها تفجيرا. And they say, we will not believe you until you break open for us from the ground.
So let us make it simple. Let's make it simple. Why Muhammad don't have miracles? Why Muhammad is a prophet of God who have no miracles?
Muhammad not have a miracle because now look, when Moses were split the sea and changed the stick into snake, or change his hand to white color, يعني إلى آخره. And look at Jesus' miracle, like as a cure to the sick or ill. I asking now, where that miracle went now?
It exists.
Did you see it those miracle now?
Hold on.
No one saw those miracle.
No. First of all,
no one.
My friend.
Listen,
you
listen
see
to
it,
me,
you
please.
see it, you don't see it, it doesn't make any difference. We believe that he did, and there is miracles happening in the name of Jesus until now. But however, you admit and I admit that Jesus has miracles, and you admit that Muhammad has no miracles. The question is, why Muhammad don't have miracles? Why all the prophets, if Jesus is a prophet, Moses is a prophet, Abraham is a prophet, everybody is a prophet, why everybody have a miracle except your prophet? Why? What the problem? Why Allah refrain only in
Because
the case of Muhammad? What Allah will lose if he give him like 5 miracles? What he will lose? He's God.
miracle of Islam will be staying and remain in the world everlasting. Miracle of Islam was the book. This
My friend,
miracle,
this is not
anyone
true.
can
This is not
see it.
true.
So
Your
miracle
prophet, he
of the
said,
book
your prophet, he
was
said,
the
Bada al
best
Islam.
miracle of
My
the best
friend, this is not
creation.
true. This is not
The
true. This is not a
best
miracle. This is
creation
not a
was a
miracle.
human.
This is not miracle. Buddhism is still exist and will stay exist. Christianity is still exist. Atheism is increasing. What are you talking about? And even your prophet, he said, Bada al Islamu ghariban wa sawfa ya'udu ghariban. Islam start as a strange little and is going to end as a stranger little. So don't tell me it's going to stay. There's no Muslims left. Where is the Muslims? There's no Muslim in this
No,
earth. Do you
my
Dr.
friend.
Rohi, be honest with me? Do you practice Islam today? Do you practice the Sunnah? Are you a
Uh,
Sunni? Are you a Sunni?
yes, I am a
Do you
Sunni.
drink camel
Yes.
urine? Do you drink camel urine?
No, what
Why
you
you don't
say?
drink
What
camel
you
urine?
say?
This is Sunnah. You're a prophet. When somebody convert to Islam, he ordered him to go and to drink the
No,
camel milk and the camel urine. Yes, I can show you the hadith. So you are not a Muslim, and you are not happy about what your prophet teaching, and you don't want to practice Islam. Your prophet, he used to clean his bum with 3 rocks. Do you do that?
no,
You're a
no.
prophet. You're a prophet. He used to shower in a water have dead dogs. Do you do that? Did your
Uh,
prophet shower in bi'ri bidaa?
look, please, my friend,
My friend, I'm
as
asking
to
you,
drink
do you
milk
do you
and
do do you do do you do what your prophet do? You don't. You are not a Muslim. A Muslim is someone who followed the prophet by Sunnah and the Quran, and you are not going to follow any of them. It was said, "Oh Allah
now,
Messenger, shall we use the water of bidah, which to perform ablution, while it is a well which menstruation, rags, flesh of dogs, and garbage thrown in it?" The prophet, he said, indeed water is pure, nothing make it impure. Do you do that? Are you willing to do what your prophet did?
no, you must understand, my friend, as to drink milk and urine as a medicine, there is a
What
rule
medicine?
saying
Where it says
when
it's a medicine? Wait.
um,
Where your prophet, he said this is a medicine?
he, the prophet in the
Yeah,
hadith,
it says he did it as a medicine.
uh,
This is as a medicine.
no,
Okay, let me
yes,
ask you, do you
أنه
Muslims,
ناسا
if I go right
جاءوا إلى
now, okay,
المدينة.
I will go with you. If I go right now in Egypt and you are an Egyptian, if I go to Egypt, do you Muslims sell medicine? It's called camel urine in your pharmacy.
No, it is not. It is not.
Why? Why you don't do that?
No.
You just said it's a medicine.
Listen to me to explain, and you don't take me a chance to explain, to talk.
Go ahead.
As to drink milk and urine, there is a rule saying, when the work of man ends, the work of God begins. I mean, in the past, the dangerous diseases were healed by simple things. Why? Because God completes where the man ends. For example, these days, all birth of the virgin girls is very difficult, and it is done by cesarean birth. But in the past days, the things were Azhar, because God completes where man ends. Serious diseases were curing by easy things. In the past, there is not pharmacy to buy medicine from it. So using the urine as a medicine is a known things at all people. Or for example, Ibn Sina, in his famous book, which called Al-Qanun fi Tibb, Law in Medicine, he said the useful urine is camel's urine, and he spoke a lot about urine in his book. And sure, you know, This book were teaching in all Europe's university. Also Hindus
Is Ibn
in the
Sina
past
was
were
Ibn Sina
using urine.
a Muslim?
Yes,
So he was
you
chased and tortured. All the scholars, Muslims, are proud about them. They've been chased and tortured, and they've been killed and accused to be kuffar. Do you want me to count for you all the
no,
names of the famous
he's
ones?
who
That, let me ask you, did you know somebody? Do you know somebody you are proud about? Are you proud about Ibn Sina? Give me a name you are proud about.
all the Muslims broaden.
They are not Muslims. You Muslims accuse them to be kuffar, and we can show you the reference for all of them, including Ibn Khaldun, Ibn Sina, Al-Razi, all the names, you make a big title about them, but now, because now supposedly the West speak about them, but before you chase them, you want to kill them, and you killed many of them. We don't want to play the game. Let us focus on your prophet. Ibn Sina is not your prophet, is he? No, you're a prophet.
Another topic.
You're a prophet, my friend. You're a prophet. One day, a man, he came to him and he said to him, my brother, his belly is hurting him. You're a prophet. He said to him, go and tell him to drink honey. The guy, he come again and he told him he is getting worse. The prophet said to him, go and drink honey. Let me ask you a question. The story is in the front of our eyes. A person, he came to you and he said to you, my brother, not even him, his stomach is hurting him. How in the world, Muhammad, he said to the man, drink honey? How he knew that the honey is a solution? Was that inspiration from Allah, or was his guessing?
Look, first we end the urine camel.
This is the same. We're talking about medicine. No, we did not change. Don't worry. We will go back to the urine. We are talking about how Muhammad, he knew that this is a medicine. So when Muhammad, he said to a man, drink urine or drink honey, is that inspiration from God, or this is his own guessing? I want a clear answer.
Yes, Prophet Muhammad didn't say to every sick, go and
this is not the question, Dr.
Rohi.
This is not the question. That's not the question. The question is, when you're a prophet, he said to a person, go drink honey or go drink camel urine. Is that his own guessing that this is a solution, or this was inspiration from God?
Yes, from a solution. Yes.
From what? Inspiration.
It is a medicine for sick. When he ordered to the man to eat honey.
Dr. Rohi, I don't know why you are not answering. This is not the question. The question is, when Muhammad, he said drink honey or drink camel urine, was he told that by Allah, or it was his own idea, thinking that this will be a good solution? Is it from Allah or from him?
By Allah, by Allah.
Thank you very much.
By Allah.
Guys, he just said that the one who taught Muhammad that is Allah. So that must be true. Okay. How this guy, he keep coming to Muhammad, and his belly, his brother belly is getting more worse and more worse. And then your prophet, he said to him, your brother belly is telling a lie, and Allah told the truth. Read with me carefully. Allah has spoke the truth, and your brother boys are wrong. Have you ever heard of somebody saying that? He claimed that when he said to the guy, drink honey, Allah told the truth. So you are right. He claimed that this is inspiration from God. All right. So now the guy is getting worse. What if somebody have diabetes? Maybe have a diabetes. How Muhammad, he tell the guy without even asking him where, how, what happened? Right away, the guy, he came to him. He says, I have a stomach. My brother, he have a stomach pain. He said to him, drink honey. What kind of doctor the doctor is?
As the honey and honey, is this come in the Quran that he said to the man go and drink
this is the
honey?
hadith. This is in the hadith. This is Sahih Muslim, hadith number 2217. You know, but it's the same, my friend. Like as an example, in the Quran, You said that your God Allah is a Lord. How Allah in the Quran he makes such a mistake? The Quran claim that the bees they eat the fruits. Is that true?
It is as to me, it is not a true hadith. As to me, it is not a
Why
true
is it
hadith.
true? Why is it
When
true?
he
No,
said,
no, it says it true. It is true. It is true. You are just sorry. I don't wanna say a word will upset you, but this is true. Look with me in the Quran what it says that Allah he said to the Quran in chapter 16. If you go to chapter 16, it says chapter 16 verse number 69. Allah he said to the bees, go and eat from the fruits. Do the bees eat from the fruits?
my friend, with this in another topic. Now I will
No
go
problem. But this is not another
because I
topic.
am
But I'm
tired.
showing you that your God Allah
Yes.
can't be God, because God he should not say go and eat from the fruits. Bees don't eat from the fruits. Bees they go and they bring the nectar, and in the same verse it says that and there is the honey is issue from their bellies. So your God he think that the honey of the bees is their poo-poo, and we are not eating their food, we are eating their poo-poo. So they go and eat fruit and they poo-poo honey. But the fact the honey is their food, they don't eat the fruits. This is why I am mentioning all those things to you. So you failed, Dr. Rohi, sadly, to tell us who is Allah, or what you said to us he is something. Who is he? You do not know. You said he is a Lord, you cannot prove it. You said he told us about himself. There's no proof that he taught anything about himself, because obviously he said things doesn't make sense. And then he teaches wrong information. How the baby is created from the backbone and the ribs, and your prophet he explained, he says whoever comes first the baby will resemble the parents. And then we find him, you speak about honey and camel urine. Everybody knows that urine is an acid, it will destroy your livers. Everybody knows that honey is very useful if you use it correctly. You don't give it to everybody. What if somebody have diabetes? He will die in a week. This is not a person who is inspired, a person who say that God said that he ordered the bees to go and eat from the fruits, and their honey is their poo-poo. The honey is not the poo-poo, is not their dirt. It is their food. Honeys is what they eat. They don't eat fruits. Thank you, Dr. Rohi, for calling. Feel free to call me anytime you wish.
Thank you. We will debate about this in the coming week, inshallah.
No problem.
Thank you,
Take care.
my
Good night,
friend.
my friend. Good night. Wish you the best.
Good night. Good night.
Okay. All right. Oh boy. After how long we are talking? For how long we are talking now? Almost an hour and 45 minutes. Is it? Anyone get the answer what Allah is? Nothing. After all of this, what we learn? Nothing. Who is Allah? We came with zero, we left with zero.